I like this cover page, by the way. I like every cover page. But Oda, he keeps doing it, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, why is Chopper? Listen, this cover page is funny as fuck to me. When you zoom in, because Chopper's in there like, she's screaming like, yo, get me the fuck out of here. And then Usopp, everybody's focused. They all trying to really get him out of there. And then you got Robin like going into Robin mode, like sad and scared, like, oh no, Chopper. he's about to die or some shit like that. Like, that shit's funny. I don't know what the fuck Sanji better doing. He's collecting all the women plushies. Like, he got all the hoes on him. But anyway, listen. One Piece, 1161. And that's going into the video, by the way. This chapter is pretty good, okay? It wasn't, I guess, the peak of what is going to happen at God Valley. But there's so much shit going on. I don't care if it's not at the peak yet. Like, I'll deal with, and I'll be satisfied with seeing any amount of God Valley unraveling at this point, because everything is so crazy and it's like a lot going on, right? And none of it's going the way we ever thought it would. So we start off rip seeing what everybody's going for. Rocks isn't even worried about those devil fruits and all that. He's going directly toward Blackbeard, Teach, you know, and then his wife or girl, whatever, I don't know what she is to him, but you know, he's going toward his girl, and her name Eris. We found that shit out, but he's going toward them. Rocks, I mean, my bad. I keep calling Roger Rocks. Roger is looking for, like, you know, Shaggy, and Garp is looking for Roger. Okay, everybody's doing their own thing. So we get straight into the meat and bones of it, because I was always wondering how Dragon would end up losing Shamrock. Like, would he put them both in the chest and one of the chests gets found by a celestial dragon? I wondered, but now we finally got the answer for that. Okay, and the answer is he gets sidewinded. Did I even say that right? He gets sidewinded. He gets snuck up on and snuck attacked by the celestial dragon with the spiky teeth, who's shooting an energy blast out of her mouth. I'm gonna have to do some more research on why exactly the pacifistas that Vegapunk made can do energy blasts out of their mouth. I feel like he mentioned like what clan shot energy out or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just making that up. Like how they mentioned how the you know, the whatever race King was, how they have the flames on their back. I feel like he had to have mentioned who shoots energy blast. I don't know. I might be making that up. But she's shooting energy blast out of her mouth. If he never mentioned who can do that before, we might be figuring that shit out now. Like, I think she might be some sort of Oni demon race. I don't know. That shit's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy, but I like it. So she shoots Dragon, and this is how the twins get split up, okay? And Dragon is desperately making this his sole mission, because he, like he says, he wants to atone for that. Like, everything he's been doing is supporting as a Navy Marine, which also, like I've been saying, kind of makes me immediately think of what type of shit Garp has been through. Like, Garp has never had a moment where he's like, damn it, I gotta just like make up for all the bad stuff I've been standing behind and standing next to and supporting as a Marine. I gotta make up for that. He's never thought that once in his life. I mean, maybe I can't say he's never thought that. Maybe that's a stretch. I gotta give him some more credit than that. But obviously he's still there, okay? That's, long story short, he's still in the Marines to this day. He hasn't changed anything. So what does that tell you? Saint Mafe got Dragon on the ground. She shot him with energy blast. But what do you know? She gets chopped in half. Obviously, I don't think she's dead. She's God's Knight. I'm pretty sure she's immortal. She's going to heal from this. Or maybe this was a random burst of too much hockey. The type of hockey that Gabon was outputting to make Summers not regenerate. So maybe she won't regenerate from this. Maybe she really just died instantly. Who knows? But then, you know, how will Shamrock get back to the God's Knights? That's the one question. So maybe she regenerates. Maybe they didn't use enough hockey. Who knows? But Whitebeard did that slash, so you know he's a big problem. And he's saying, I wasn't aiming at you, Linlin, but I guess they're already fighting each other on this island. So we got Rox doing his own thing. Everybody in Rox's crew are already starting to do their own thing immediately. even though they're still a crew. They still fight together as we see here, but they're kind of going for their own goal. I can see them kind of betraying each other toward the end. Rocks, he's probably not even going to fight with his crew at the end of this whole incident. Like, I feel like he's completely going off on his own. Like, I don't even think he's here with them. Still, like if he was here with them, looking for his kid at the same time, but he's like running with the crew, that's a different story. I don't even think he's running next to them. Like, he's in a whole different area. I feel like, I don't know, but we're gonna see more about that later. That's speculation. Okay. So as we go forward, Shanks gets hit in the head, and I had a little off the cuff theory. Is Shanks going through some sort of Goku situation, right? Where, like, I figured, like, maybe as a celestial dragon baby, is he, if he didn't get hit in the head, was he gonna be evil by nature? But since he got hit in the head, did that do something to him? I don't know. We might get an answer for that too. But who knows? And I wonder, underneath his like his sleeve or some shit, does baby Shanks have that tattoo on his body? Like, did he get that later? Because we see now Shanks is definitely about to, like, probably get put in the chest off rip and get taken by Roger. Because Roger and his crew, as we're going to see in a couple of minutes, they're getting off of this island real soon. They're about to leave already. They already got what they wanted. They got the treasure. So, Garp is a big problem, okay? Let me just say, Garp is a big problem, as I thought. So, he can shake up 3 people who were also a big problem in the later days, and they don't even want to fight him. They even said, like, if it's Garp, we got to go or we're going to be here forever. Like, so that's not saying that they're going to lose to him immediately, but he's a problem. They can't try to fight him. They might fight him for 3 days, like all 3 of them together. They can't try to fight him. And Kaido even said, are we going to fight him? She said, no, forget it. Like, they're not doing that. So Big Mom, who's also smarter than Kaido, she knows how strong Whitebeard and Kaido is, and she has Prometheus and Zeus. She's not doing that. She wants no smoke with Garp, okay? I don't think anybody does. She even hits him with some fire attack while they're retreating, and that shit does nothing to him. Like, he just eats it and goes clean through it like a menace. Like, this shit reminds me of Jason from the Halloween movies or something. He's just walking through the flames smiling, but Jason don't smile. That's the only difference. But anyway, we got whatever her name is talking like, yo, she's on the Snell radio saying, I got the baby, we're gonna go, it's a good mission, I got it, the baby's here. But I think the guy on the radio misunderstood her, and he thought that she said babies as in plural, like there's multiple babies, but she's only talking about one baby because that's all she has. Okay, so, and by the way, yeah, I didn't realize this. She said this shit later. She definitely healed, right? This is definitely after she got cut in half by Whitebeard, so she did heal up already. I didn't even take note of that. So yeah, she's definitely immortal too, if you think about that shit. She's fine right now. She just got cut in half, and now she's not. She's fine. So yeah, she's immortal, like we seen Summers being immortal on Elbaf and all that. So her, I don't even need to talk about her. She's shooting everybody, killing people on the island. Okay, let's keep going forward for a second. Everybody's running towards Shaki. We get a map of God Valley, so we can get a better perspective of how it's looking from bird's eye view. We get to see all of that going on. Rock's whole crew is running up, trying to also get Shaki, of course, right? But then we finally see where Shaki is, and Summers wanted her transported to a different location, but her being who she is, she's whooping everybody's ass and they can't even touch her, okay? So she's kicking people, knocking them out with the handcuffs on. But of course, Summers walks up. He says, bitch, I don't like you. You're being too defiant. You know your worth. You're not a pawn. I don't like you. So he starts slapping her, starts beating on her. She fights back, but it's no use, okay? He's too strong. He knocks her out, hits her with the spike. He stabs the fuck out of her with that spike mallet that he likes. And then, what do you know? The hero Rayleigh pulls up as soon as he's needed, okay? Summers was going for the execution at this point because he said, if I can't have her, no one can. and he wanted to not let Garland get her, so he's just gonna kill her. But Rayleigh pulled up, and then, you know, the dynamic fashion, he's remembering the letter, you know, all the little romance shit's going on, and he pulled up and saved her right in the blink of an eye, right in the last moment, like the perfect hero. And they're both crying, and Roger is outside mad. But he's like, you know what, fuck it, we got her, let's take her back, let's get out of here. So the chapter ends around here, and I feel like I don't know, I don't even know where to start, right? Like, so Roger obviously lost, but he's not, this is not his, like, this is not the end of his stay at God Valley, I should say, right? They got more to do here. Like, he's not just about to leave with Shaggy. They're about to wrap up the rest of their mission. They're gonna try to get some treasure, like he said. So we're gonna see them getting into a couple more fights before they leave with Shaggy. So they're not just about to leave off rip, okay? And then as far as Rox goes, Rox only has one goal. He's going for Teach, aka Blackbeard. He's going for Blackbeard. And I feel like Blackbeard is going to receive some sort of like talk from him, or some sort of like book. He might give him the book of Davy, like the diary of Davy, Davy's diary. I don't know. He might give him some shit or tell him something that's like gonna inspire him in the future, because I don't understand, or you know, it wouldn't really make sense how else he would know about his own lineage as deep as he does, and as deep as he seems to know, I should say, right? Because we don't really know if he knows for certain, but obviously he most likely fucking knows. Like, he's been using it to his advantage. Katarina Divine knows it. Saturn knows it. Like, so if Katarina Divine knows it, he had to have told her. So he knows about all of that shit, even the whole Davy clan part, right? And he knows all of that. So he has to get some sort of parting gift, or like parting words that kind of inspires that, or makes that make sense, right? That's what I'm feeling like. So outside of them two, what can I say? Garp is a problem, like I've been saying, in this era. He's a big fucking problem. Like, I need to see how he's gonna do against Roger and Rox, because that's gonna solidify how strong Garp is in this era. Because so far it seems like he's such a menace. Like, we've seen Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom not want to fight him. Shiki the Golden Lion wasn't even there anymore. I think he ran away because he knew Garp was coming. So he disappeared. He wasn't even in that panel saying, let's get away from him. Like, he ran away before that happened. So he got ghost. And Garp is a problem. And I'm wondering, I don't even think I need to question why he's the only Marine who can, like, ignore the orders of the Holy Knights, telling all the Marines to pull back and go away so they can protect the Celestial Dragons. Garp can do whatever the fuck he wants. And this is how he got the title of being the hero of the Marines. I'm pretty sure, right? If I'm not mistaken. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how he got that title. And we're about to see him be a big problem right now. Outside of that, I'm trying to, just say, wrap everything up, I guess. Say my last parting words before in this video. Dragon, we're seeing him being conflicted, like Garp wasn't. We know where that's gonna go. I'm wondering if he's gonna leave the island eventually, like at the end, with Kuma and the rest of the crew. I feel like he might end up meeting Kuma and them, and Kuma's gonna use probably his devil fruit to get all of them off the island, and then they're gonna go somewhere else, and they're gonna follow Dragon, and that's how they're gonna become the Revolutionary Army. So Dragon's gonna end up meeting up with them again after they get the devil fruit, and they're gonna save him in turn, right? Because he saved them earlier. They're gonna save him and get him off the island with Kuma's paw fruit. I feel that's the only way I feel like Dragon can get off the island, is if he gets wrapped up in the paw fruit with Kuma and the rest of everybody else. 'Cause, like, when you use devil fruit, so when you get a devil fruit, I think it comes naturally to you, right? Like, the use of it is kind of natural. So Kuma might just start using that shit off rip. I don't know. But I don't think I can think of anything else to say in this video. If I think of something to add, I'll put it in the comments down below. Okay? I think I'm done with things to say. So